Alrighty, for the video today, we're just going to take a quick idea on percussion and how to read it, sight read it. And the complex idea of this is learning how to do rhythms for rudimentary drumming, whether you're playing on a kit or not, is a great way to help the left and right hand get used to playing notation. So if I had a piano place playing 1, 3, 5 and doing let's say a C major chord and had 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, those would be whole notes. 1, 2, 3. When I do it on the 1 and 3, those would be 1, 2, 1, 2. So those are half notes. And then every beat is a quarter note. When I put 2 beats for every quarter note, I get an eighth note. 1 and 1 and 1 and when I get 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E, those become 16th notes, and then when you double those, they become 32nd notes. We're not so much going to talk about 32nd notes, but we will talk about the measure of 4/4, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, and how to read kick, snare, and then your hi-hats. This is the staff. Generally, we put notation on here for music notes. La 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 la. However, each one of these spaces, when written for drums, has a different function. The hi-hat pedal, the one you had your left foot on, would be just closed. That's on the bottom line, underneath the whole measure. It would be related to the, let's see here, the D note. So we would have on this line the hi-hat, meaning if you had this X here and just here, let's say none of this was on this measure right here and it was just an X here, we would be playing the hi-hat stand. Hi-hat, hi-hat, hi-hat stand. Just the foot, 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 foot on all fours. However, that's not what we're doing with this. We're actually doing the, let's see here, hi-hat close, which is the exact opposite. The open space right above the top line, if it was right here, would be the hi-hat close. Meaning, we have a hi-hat close right here. That's what we were playing. So the foot goes down on the hi-hat stand, and then the right hand crosses over and plays 1, 2, 3, 4. When we go over to the set, you'll notice that the notes that we're playing will fall right into that with a 1, 2, 3, 4. However, we're going to be playing with the hi-hat down, as I said, 1, 2, 3, 4. When we look at the measure of having a kick note right at the 1 and nowhere else, we see that as having the same beat down here, 1, as having the same beat right here. So we overall get a 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. What happens when we take that hand and we look at, we have 2 beats going, hi-hat, 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 which is closed, and then a kick beat on the 1, and then a snare on the 3. Meaning, when we essentially take all those beats and we play them together and we find ourselves getting at the rhythm of 4/4, we essentially can play these a couple different ways. We can take the notes that we're trying to establish and we can play them at face value for what they are. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I like to keep my snare stick on the snare unless I'm ready to play. And then I lift it right before the beat. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hi-hat, 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 snare, hi-hat. Hi-hat, 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 and snare, hi-hat. When I get this groove, I keep it at this beat, which is about 40 beats per minute, 40 BPM. Now I'm going to include the bass. What I'd like to do is add another beat though. So rather than just having kick, I want to put a kick every other measure on the 3. So every other measure, I'm going to do that. Now I'm throwing that in parentheses right here. That's not so much how you would write it in notation. Those actually, when you put parentheses around it, that counts as being a ghost note. where you kind of play but you don't. So if I had like, hear that middle note? Right before my 2 and 3. It would be a note, but it's not written, so you could throw it in if you want. Ghost notes, they're lots of fun. However, try this week, whether you're using a drumsticks or not. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Kick, kick, kick. 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Kick, 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 kick. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. What this does at 40 beats per minute, it ingrains it inside of your head. You can break it down into individuals. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Or 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Or 2 notes at a time. So you would have 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. When we add in the 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1. It should be a little easier that second time through. That next time, which is a little faster, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Don't drop the drumsticks. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. So what we do is we play it slow, then fast. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. That would be eighth notes, but we don't want 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. We still want to go with the quarter notes. So when we speed up, let's make sure we don't do the same thing and think they're the same. When we play 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. When we speed that up to 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. What we want to do is make sure that we're not rushing that beat. So when we go 1, 2, 3, it still needs to be 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. Sorry, see, I always slow down. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. See how the snare always falls on the 3? 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, Now try with the extra beat. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. See how even if you go fast or slow, it's still initially the same beat. So what we do is we get really comfortable with replacing those, and then the most fun thing about drums is the actual fill. So we would have something like 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. you do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. The idea is to become comfortable doing something slow. Any number of things you would like to do in between. Just as long as you can find your way back to the one and keep it consistent. The reason why this is great to do with both hands on a drum set, and then while we're at home by doing 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. It gives the example that we know what a whole note is. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then when we switch it up and go 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. That second beat on the 1 and the 3 is a half note. By doing that, we show what a quarter is, a half note, these constant quarter notes, and the whole note, and then being able to play on just the 3 shows that we can put it on any beat on the rhythm. By being able to read this and do this, you should be able to take this and switch it from 1, 2, 3, 4 to 1, 2, 3, 4. It should be able to switch back and forth. So if you have your right hand counting quarters, try it with your left hand counting quarters, and then doing the accent on the 3 with the other hand, and then doing the kick with your other foot. I hope this was awesome, explorative in the process of how to count rhythms, how to visualize rhythms in 4/4 as a square, in 3/4, which is a waltz, in a triangle, and then in 2/4, just a straight line and or a shuffle back and forth. I also visualize elephants holding each other's tails. Boom, 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 like shuffling back and forth, which is also a 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2 kind of mentality. Anyway, it's really good seeing you this week. Make sure you keep going with your major and minor scales. Try and do the system where you're doing your 1, 5, 2, 4, and then playing your major third, a harmony with your 2 and 4 sus notes, and then your 1 and 5 to complete it. Try that in C major, G major, D major, F major. I think those are all of our chords. Anyway, it's good seeing you, and I'll see you next week. Aloha.